right, we have one more person coming. Tyler Florence will share his recipes for your little ones to encourage a lifetime of healthy eating. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Today's Small Steps to a Healthier You is brought to you by Walgreens. There's a way to stay well.
Back now at 8:46 this morning on Small Steps to a Healthier You, how to jumpstart a lifetime of healthy eating for your baby, infant, or toddler. We've got noted chef and all-around cute guy Tyler Florence here with his recipes from his new cookbook. It's called Start Fresh. Tyler, great to have you here.
How are you? So good to see you, and I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
Oh, I'm glad you could be here today.
Absolutely.
Now listen, you've got 3 kids.
I have 3 kids.
One of them is just about to turn 3. So how much were they an inspiration for writing this book?
Well, so I'm the founder of a baby food company called Sprout, right? And we've been working on baby food for a long time, almost 8 years already, right? And I have a 14-year-old, and we started making baby food a long time ago as a chef of a restaurant here in New York City and then in California. And then we started kind of really developing flavors. All of my children are my guinea pigs for all of our flavors, which is really great. So our new book, Start Fresh, really shows a lot of our recipes we have with Sprout. And this is one of my favorites, and this is carrot, mango, and Granny Smith apple puree.
Together.
Which is fantastic. So this is what we would call sort of a stage 2 type recipe, where they take different flavor combinations and puts them together to create sort of an uber hyper taste, which is absolutely delicious.
And if you serve it right away, you've got all those vitamins and great stuff inside of them. And so you just put that just directly into the, or do you roast them?
Yeah, so here's the process. So at Sprout, what we do a lot of times is we roast a lot of our vegetables, our organic vegetables, right? So because what happens in the cooking process, you transfer starches to sugars, right? And they taste naturally delicious. So you have to cook it somehow, right? So when you boil, you extract, and all that delicious natural flavor ends up in water, and you dump it down the drain. But if you're gonna make homemade baby food, the best thing to do to really concentrate the flavors is really roast it. So we took carrots, mango, and apple, and it could be Granny Smith apple or Golden Delicious, whatever you get your hands on. On a sheet pan in the oven, 350 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes.
No oil?
Yeah, no oil, nothing at first, because this is a brand new recipe for small babies that are probably about 8 months old. Right?
Okay, and that turns into this.
Yeah, so what you want to do is all this stuff is going to go into a high-speed blender, right? And then you're going to puree it with a little bit of water. And this is what it looks like. Isn't that gorgeous?
I'm going to try it.
So
come on.
This is where it gets really great, because baby food is not bad. Baby food is delicious.
I'll be Mikey here. Let Mikey try it.
If you don't want your child running and screaming to the arms of the clown the first time it tastes a French fry, you've got to give kids delicious food from the very start.
It's
Isn't that great?
It's like an applesauce with a bit of a je ne sais quoi.
How great is that? Do your babies a favor. If they're going to spit up food, I'm telling you, they don't like it. Right? Give them food they like. This is natural, delicious, healthy food.
Very flavorful. It tastes like, nothing like what you get out of the jar.
And it would be killer on a pork chop too, right? On a grilled pork chop?
It would. Okay, all right. Now moving on. What else?
So the book is all about from the very beginning, right, to also the recipes that you can make for say like a 3, 4, 5-year-old, right?
Okay.
So I love lasagna, right? So this is one of my favorite recipes. Now this is kind of one-pan lasagna, right? Now what we're going to do is start off with ground beef, right? A little bit of extra virgin olive oil, a touch of salt. You want to brown it to get some really great color. That's where you can start to develop a lot of flavor. So, lasagna. You make a good lasagna yourself?
I don't make a bad one. I wouldn't say it's great.
Okay, so when you build a lasagna, how do you build it?
Well, you start with the pasta, then you put the sauce, and then you put the cheese.
It's complicated, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is, to me, and once you start to scoop it out, what does it look like? It looks like a big kind of viable, it's a kind of a rustic-looking pasta dish, right? So to me, the idea of having to stack all this stuff up is kind of labor-intensive, right?
We've only got like 30 seconds.
Okay, great. Okay, so this is pretty fast. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna brown the ground beef. You're gonna make a sauce out of San Marzano tomatoes, onions, and carrots. You puree it, right? Everything goes into it. A little bit of fresh spinach, and then what you do is you break up lasagna noodles and you stick them in the sauce. So this whole thing goes into the oven. So it's a one-pan, one-baked lasagna.
That's terrific. Much easier.
It's much easier. A little bit of ricotta cheese, fresh spinach, mozzarella.
You don't want to burn the.
You don't want to burn. Yeah. So let's turn this off.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about this, you take lasagna noodles, right? Come on back. You take lasagna noodles and you put them into the sauce and you start to bake in the oven, 350 degrees, and this is it. It takes 25 minutes to put together.
Okay.
And take a look at this.
You serve it off because I know we're out of time. You know, it's unfortunate that you're not enthusiastic about this at all.
Listen, I love my book. I love my product. We've been making Sprout for about 8 years now, and it's really great. Moms every day come up to me and say, "Listen, thanks so much. It's the only thing my child will eat. You got to start fresh from the very beginning."
All right, Tyler Florence, trying to help us out. Thank you so much with our children. And coming up next, we're going to meet these unlikely best friends: a baby cheetah and his buddy, a puppy.
And they like lasagna.
That's right. That's coming up right after this. But first, this Today on NBC.